it's Liz Yule from Old Stables Crafts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the UK. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today is a very special day because I have got two videos today. I've got this one, my normal 8 o'clock video, and then this afternoon at 8 o'clock I'm doing a blog and YouTube hop with some other demonstrators, and we're looking at the petals and parcels, she says, with a hesitant note in her voice. Let me just check. It's in the bundles. It's the one that makes, yes, parcels and petals. I was nearly right. So it's in the bundles index. We're on page 27, but that is later this afternoon. We're doing a whole blog hop on petals and parcels, and there are demonstrators across the world taking part. So it's going to be a fantastic blog hop. And as I say, that's 4 o'clock UK time here and over on my YouTube channel. But this morning I am sharing this card with you, well, a variation of this card. It's the time of the month when I send recognition to my team. So I send them a card, but I also send them a voucher, and depending on what I'm recognising them for depends on how many vouchers they get, and they can then exchange those for anything they want, either towards an item on the current products list or to pay in full for an item on the current products list. So this is the card I made for one of my team who's hit not only Bronze Elite but Quick Start. She will also be getting a Stampin' Up! Apron, but that is on order and I'm waiting for it to arrive. So she, first of all, she gets the card and some vouchers, and then the apron once it's arrived. And this is one of my girls in Germany, so that's always fun. But I've got another card to make, and this is for one of the girls who has hit a fantastic sales target for the month of June. She sold over £1,000, sorry, 1,000. It's not £1,000. We have an internal currency, but she hit a 1,000 of our internal currency, so it's the equivalent of $1,000 of product. So she gets a special card. So it's going to be basically the same card as I made for the Bronze Elite promotion, but because this is around selling, it's going to be in silver, and I'm using, this is a demonstrator only set. It's Stamping Your Way to the Top. It's a fantastic set for those of us who have a team because it just says it all. So we can have welcome to the team, we can have happy mail. I'm doing What a Dazzling Demonstrator, Stamping Your Way to the Top, but it can be Making Dreams Come True, it's Best Job Ever, Way Better Than a Text, Love It, Live It, Share It. It's just, I love it. It's just such a fantastic set, and handmade by your biggest cheerleader, which in this case would be me. So I'm starting with a piece of Whisper White, which I have embossing budded. And this is 3.5 by 5.25 if memory serves, but the dimensions will be on my website as ever, which is linked below. So I need my Versamark ink pad. And I'm going to start with the Stamping Your Way to the Top. And that's just going to come down into the bottom right-hand corner, ideally sort of straight. And then, sort of straight, silver embossing powder for this card. Just flick the extra off. Not going to worry too much about it yet because I'm going to now do the Dazzling Demonstrator. And again, that's just going to tuck in on top, ideally straight. Now I could have put them all on one block, but with 3 stamps on one block, I think that may be a stamp too far. Hence I did it on 2 blocks. And then if I can find my, there we go, my favourite paintbrush. In spite of changing my room around, I can still find my favourite paintbrush. And it's my favourite paintbrush for getting rid of little bits of embossing powder where they shouldn't be. Okay, so I always put the lid on my embossing powder before I do anything else. Once I've got it all ready to go, it's not great to have to hoover up all your embossing powder or you blow it around your room. So I'm just heating up my heat gun. Oops, grab my trusty cheese board, and here we go. I love this bit. It's pure alchemy. As you can see, I do not do the whole wafting bit. I do the wait until it starts melting, then move it on. Because if you waft, it actually just doesn't work so well. So there we go. That's that. And then for this one, on the previous one, I used crumb cake as my mat, and this is a usual 5 5/8 by 3 7/8 mat, just so that it's a bigger space, because I think it's nice to have this as a really striking image, and it helps if you have a bigger frame. So a little bit of Tombow across the back, and pop that down. It's warped a little from the heat tool, so press from the back, and what I tend to do in these circumstances is grab a larger block and just hold it flat. And while that is doing its thing, I can grab my rhinestones, because I'm going to want rhinestones for this one. Move those out of the way, bring in my card base, and hopefully by now this is reasonably flat, which it is. And actually, let's fold my card first. Always a plan. So if you've been watching over the last week, I have to say I've been recording these videos in nothing like the order in which they're being shown, but I have been tidying up my craft room. So I've changed my filming position. If there is a problem with the lighting, please let me know. So far I've had good feedback on it. Just going to pop that on there because that's lifting a wee bit. But if there are any problems, please let me know and I will do what I can to resolve them. Now I've got all sorts of old rhinestones in here. I'm going to use up a couple that I had on a separate sheet. So, probably undo both ends. I find that the larger ones are normally easier to pick up with my pointy bit of take your pick, and the smaller ones are easier to pick up with the sticky end. Now I just want to bring in my original so that I've got something to look at for where I did the positioning, because I was quite pleased with the positioning on the previous one. So let's replicate it as much as possible. I'm going to use some slightly different sizes. Come on. Come along. Thank you. And I want another one there. And then there we go. Right, now always remember to put the lid on the sticky end of your take-a-pick, and if you've got this exposed, put the lid on that as well, because it is not pleasant when you get that stuck in you. Okay, so there are my two cards ready to go. Other than I want to do handmade by your biggest cheerleader on the back. Where did I put my blocks? I've lost my stamps. Oh, it's there. No, that's fine. Okay, I'll use a ridiculously large This is a C block, which is far too large for this, but hey-ho. Okay, so I'm going to grab Basic Grey and Crumb Cake. So Basic Grey and Crumb Cake, so that I've got the stamping on the back the same as, in fact I'm going to have it on the inside, the same as the card on the outside. There we go. That's that one. And because we're going to a darker colour, I'm going to be naughty and not clean my ink, my stamp. That's the word I'm looking for. And there we go. So those are my 2 team cards for this month. The others have all done really well. They just haven't quite hit a goal. And in fact, I had another of my girls hit Bronze Elite. Not last month, the month before, I think. Yeah, I know I certainly had to order another apron because another of the girls hit their Quick Start Bronze Elite. Quick Start is if you hit certain goals within the first full 3 and 6 months of your demonstratorship. You don't have to hit both, so you can hit just the 3rd or just the 6th. But it's a great way to get started. You get extra. We have things like nectar points, we call them flex points, and it means you can earn free stuff by exchanging your flex points for certain bits of free stuff, including free product, which is fantastic. Anyway, while I tidy up, I'm trying to do that, you know, tidy up as you go thing, so that I don't have to do another massive clear out of my craft room, which got to look like a bomb had landed in it. And I really don't want to go through that again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to find out about joining, remember we've got the extra offer at the moment. There's information about that both in the blog post that is linked to this video, and that's linked immediately below, but also on my website anyway. There's a whole section about joining the team. And that's got some information about the extra offer, which basically means you get more product in your starter kit. And my team is both in the UK and in the European countries. So we've got France, Austria, Germany, and the Netherlands are the other 4 countries that we cover in the Stampin' Up! European market. So thank you very much indeed for watching. If you've got any questions or comments, do leave them either below or drop me an email. My contact details are over on my website, and they're also linked in the information below. Thank you very much indeed, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Well, at 4 o'clock this afternoon for our Parcels and Petals blog and video hop. Thanks a lot for watching.